Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back for another slime video. And today, it is that time of month yet again. Even though we're only 18 days into it, we still have a few weeks left in the month of June. However, we have received all of our light meta banners as far as we know. So I might have to re-record this later on, depending on what happens next week. I don't foresee any other light units coming out because, God, I cannot take another banner this month that is a new unit at the very least. So, we are here to rank the new light meta 2.0 with an extra unit because I realized when I first recorded this, we're missing someone. We're missing two people, actually, one from each list. And I was like, because I was recording and I was talking about it and I was trying to make an example, and then I realized that my example did not exist on this list because during the space meta I did not expect them to drop dark units. Therefore, I recorded the tier list before the dark units dropped. So we still have to place Diablo 2.0 and Dark Protector Rimuru. So we shall do that now, very, very quickly, and Diablo goes into kinda. Sorry. I know there's a lot of Diablo simps out there. More power to you. This unit is not overly impressive, and he's also not exactly what I would consider a required unit. So the Dark team works fine even without him. His personal 80% ult boost is the highest single ult boost in the game, or just any multiplier of ult boost, because Windmill is everybody and it's 70%. He is personal and it's 80, and that's pretty good. But his second skill is complete and utter garbage. It's the guaranteed counterattack and counter power, which if you had a way to guarantee that he was going to get hit, I mean, sure, that would work pretty good. But you don't. So the skill is kind of useless. Because he doesn't give himself guard, right? So he's going to take the same amount of damage. He's just going to send a counterattack back, and if you don't even live, then you have no counterattack to send. So I don't really understand his kit. His ult boost is cool. We did use him for a little bit in the last Jubilee, but he is not a unit that you should be on the lookout for or be like, I need him on the Dark team, unless you really, really love Diablo, of which case you're going to have to wait a while. But that's it for Diablo 2.0. We'll get to Rimuru when we get to the Protector list. I have two changes to make to the existing list of units, and that is moving Hinata down and removing Earth Valentine up. Yes, I have finally come around and I have seen the light that is Earth Valentine. I did rank her only in the yes category because I need to see more, and during Jubilee I saw more. Her first skill is incredible. Her DPS is flawless. Her second skill can be useful in certain situations, but her magic resistance down allows everybody that is magic to hit harder, including Trainee, including Benimaru, including Dark Milim, so anybody. Everybody benefits from her. Her trait is very good. The gaining ult gauge per, every 3 turns, I think, or the first 3 turns. I can't remember which one it is. Still can be useful. So I will now consider her top tier, along with her counterpart, Wind Valentine. Somebody at Bandai loves Valentine, which gives me hope for the Octagram Dark Valentine coming at the end of this month. But Hinata goes down. Hinata is a unit that I have not really found myself using too much because she's not exactly what I would call required at this point. Because of the existence of Protector Hakuro, a special blue orb converter is cool, but Protector Hakuro can run on any team, and he's already changing blues and greens to oranges, so the necessity of having Hinata's special orb change, which is a single blue and a single green to oranges, is not high priority now. She's essentially been replaced by a protector, and that's just the only way I can put it. Her second skill, giving defense to everybody and then gaining all those resistances to all elemental damage, is cool, but also not really a factor in the meta right now. So being single target definitely, increases her value, but I think she kind of drops out of questions because she has been hard replaced. So unfortunate, still a good unit. She's still much better than all of these, but not up in the top tier of units anymore. So, let's begin addressing the new units. Please ignore Veldora. I can't remove him from this stupid list. So, the first unit is Bride Shion, who, just in case you need a refresher, gives herself attack and pierce power, which stacks for 3 turns, and then also does a single orb change and gives you a 20% boost to skill points. She's a fantastic unit. She's a disturbingly good DPS, if you can give her pierce. She needs either Shizu or Alice or Dark Shion to give her pierce. And Dark Shion, like, yeah, you give her pierce, but she also gives 20% pierce power, which she gives herself 25%, so, This Alice's skill gives pierce and water resistance, so again, she's not really benefiting from the secondary part of the skill anyways. If you don't have Shion, Alice, or the new Protector Shizu, her 30% skill is, decent. I'd rather run Gazel, if we're going to be honest with you. I mean, she still fits into a very good role of, single target DPS, which Light has a lot of options now. But if you don't have someone to give her pierce, she's just going to look okay. And if she does have pierce, she looks pretty damn good. So you're going to go into the yes category. You're going to split between questions and kinda, because you still have very good use, and you can still hit very hard, but you are heavily dependent on other units to give you that pierce power, or the pierce rate even. You could try and, fish for pierce. I don't know what her percentage is, but I'm sure it's quite low. But I'm not really about that. So, if you didn't have to rely on 2 other units to unlock your, real full potential, then you would be in questions. But for now, you will stay in yes. I have used her a lot. She's very good. She's going to stay here. Next up is Groom Rimuru, the Slime Bridegroom, whatever they call him. Very, very good support for the light team, especially for Shion, right? So he's got the single orb change, also green to orange 1 orb, but gives the, I think the 15% damage on green orbs. And then his second skill is lowering pierce resistance and increasing the green orb alt gauge gain by 20%? 50%. It's a very good combo when used in conjunction with, Shion and Shizu, because they're low-cost skills, right? So 30 points and you've got 2 skills, which means you have 2 stacks for Shion, which means you have 2 stacks for Shizu, which means you're just going to do more damage. His protection trait is the next best thing besides starting out with protection gauge, like the big 3 up here. But it is slightly more versatile sometimes. Like, you can put him in back and you still have 2 turns of getting protection cage versus putting these guys in the back and not getting anything. So, is he a required unit, though? Will he make or break your team? I don't really think so. He's a good unit, but he's not game-breaking, and certainly not required. So I'm going to put him into kinda, because again, his pierce resistance down is good if you're piercing, which you must guarantee yourself with Shion, Alice, or Shizu. So again, he still is reliant heavily, just like Shion, on another unit to give them the pierce power, which both these are 55-point skills, and that's pretty hefty. Or you pull Shizu. So if you pull Shizu, you go up to questions, and you go up to yes. But if you don't have Shizu, you're going to stay here. You're going to stay, both of them, you're going to stay here. So that's my official ranking. Dagroll. Technically, I probably should do some more testing with him without having a Pierce team, just running the OG light team and seeing how well he runs with the 35% light resistance down. And his Orb Steel, just like Earth Benimaru, makes him a very versatile unit. But if you try and put him on the new light team with Shion and Rimuru and Shizu, his light resistance down skill kind of works against the team, and that's not really what you're looking for, right? Sure, you could send a full hand of unboosted, unpierced green orbs, and then, 35% light resistance down will look okay. But that's... Are you sure you want to do that? For now. I'm going to put him in maybe. Orb Steel is great. Orb Steel is very good. Do not get me wrong. He is what we wished Earth Benimaru was, which is an Orb Steel and a single target. Right? When Earth Benimaru came out, that was my thing. It said if Earth Benimaru was a single target alt, he would be like all the way up here. But he wasn't. He was AoE, which put him down. Which is, a good reason why he could be up here. He could be down here. He could be split in the middle. We'll leave him down here. Dagroll is not nearly as good, unfortunately. And I don't know what they did to him. He just seems so very underwhelming. Unnecessary. Like, if you have Earth Benny, you don't need him. You've got the Orb Steel. And, quite frankly, his second skill shits on his skill, right? Light resistance down versus boosting orange damage and orange gauge increase when you're most likely going to run Hakuro 90% of the time. I mean, he outclasses Dagroll in almost every way, shape, and form besides his ult. So maybe I'll move him up into Kinda, but then I feel like if I move him up to Kinda, I have to move Rimuru up because he's definitely worse than Rimuru. So we'll see how I feel come the next tier list ranking. But let's move on now to the Protector tier list, and we must first rank Rimuru, and it's very easy. Your ass. You're absolute garbage. I don't know why you exist. You had no purpose served in the space meta 2.0 or 1.0. I don't know why they made you, besides to make another double banner for people to summon on with Diablo 2.0. And this isn't even speaking from like a biased situation where I had to go to pity for his sorry ass. He's just not good. He's just not good. Like, if you pull him, I'm sorry. Well, you can't pull him anyways, but I'm sorry. He's a waste of crystals. You want defense? You go get some guard in your life. Go get some counterattack and guard. I don't get it. I don't get his existence. And maybe when the Dark Meta 2.0 comes around, God knows when that is, maybe he will become relevant for whatever stages they bring. But for now, he's trash. Please don't worry if you don't have him. Moving on to a higher point. Bride Shizu. Fantastic unit, right? Very, very good unit. Another special orb changer just like Hakuro, but now she's changing 3 oranges and 3 blues to 6 greens, which is incredibly versatile. She's also giving, that base 70% pierce rate, which for 3 turns you can stack that up all the way to 100% and beyond, technically. I've gone to like 110%, not that it really matters. But that's very good. It's very, very, very good. And then just as like a little cherry on top, you get a 10% ult boost damage, which isn't really anything to write home about. But hey, it's essentially free, right? So, she works disturbingly well when combined with the new Shion, new Shion and new Rimuru. Without them, she still works pretty well. I would still rather take Hakuro, quite honestly, because I would much rather have a handful of oranges giving everybody ults, with the Earth Benimaru giving everybody ults plus extra damage plus like almost double ults, versus pierce rate, which if you're not running the new light team, you're generally not going for those quick, like 15 point skills, therefore stacking up Shizu's pierce rate, because then you're saving for like 100 skill points plus a double Hakuro, so you could full send like big combos, big wombo combos. You can't really do that with Shizu. There are ways to get around that, yes, but it takes a tremendous amount of setup, much less than what Hakuro is going to need. So you're going to go into the A tier. You're much better than these. Okay, you're much better than these 3. You're not quite on Hakuro and Kabi's level. So, A tier you go. That is my tier list ranking for the month of June. With the maybe quote-unquote that if we get another unit, I'll just tack it on to the end of this video. But let me know in the comments what you think about my placement of Shizu, Shion, Rimuru, Dagroll, Diablo 2.0, and bitch-ass Protector Rimuru down here. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a good tier list still? Do I need to completely wipe it and redo it with new circumstances and conditions? I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll make a stream out of it just for funsies. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.